was under Cuban circumstances, but the people who were living there, who were working there, made part of their living out of the garden because they were allowed to sell certain percentage of the products privately, which was quite relevant for them there. So went over here to Berlin, tried to think about how a place like that could work here. Liked the idea more and more, so it started to get bigger and tried to integrate the economical part as well. And in the end we ended up to have a full-time project with 2 companies which can pay itself and have a lovely garden here which is participative and open for everybody. And the only thing we practically added, it was kind of a transfer. We tried to transfer the idea, and kind of as side effects of the transfer we added mobility to the raised beds which we're using here as well, because we're going to have to be a meanwhile use project which got advantages and disadvantages. In comparison to other companies who sell normal products and might be very social in terms of having a kindergarten or being very kind to their workers, with us it's kind of, I see it as the other way around. Our product is being social, and around that, and to support that and to be able to do it, we created a company which then sells here a café and stuff like that, so to support the social thing. The café is seasonal, and during summer it kind of pays for most of the garden, while during winter we can't really earn any money with the café nor with the garden. So that makes these 40%, the café over, in average, in total over the year, pays about 40% of what we have to pay. Another 40% is our donations and money we get from foundations, and that's quite some work. With the foundations you've got to write and send about 2 replies per month. With the donations you just have to sit on the phone and ask people for money. The main issue about that is just dare to ask them. Yeah. It's pretty hard even to get past the secretary, which asks, but for what purpose you want to talk to my boss? And it's like, when I ask him for money, and that doesn't seem like a standard thing. But it'd be nice to have it in Barcelona. You was if you intensely sit on the phone in the office all day and try to get money from people.
And this will, you also build up relationships with other companies in your area and in your interest group,
which is
mutually beneficial.
The strong wish to do the neighbours, which we did as well, and sometimes it turns out like it's not even money. The car renting company over there, we can have lorries for free, we can rent them for free. So these kind of, or we got the store was built in for free from the company next door into the cafe, or things like that, which help a lot, especially in the beginning or during winter. The selling of the plants and the products of the garden itself doesn't create any real income, which is a question of farming works through mass, and this is not a place of mass production because first of all it's run in a participative way with a lot of people who don't know about gardening, so mistakes must happen and are supposed to happen. And secondly, it's just there's no relation between the price of the property and the amount of money you can earn from farming here. Even if you would be highly efficient, it would never pay out. So sale of plants and garden products makes about 7%, probably something like that, of our total income. 5% from exhibitions and putting the garden into some other places. And now there comes up that Mark and I are invited to give lectures and sit around and some kind of funny events and talk about things. The economic aspect is quite important for them, because which is a bit unfair about other gardening projects which are not able to haven't got the amount of space, or people are doing it in their free time, or they're definitely only working socially, and we've got this funny mixture, so we're able to create income, but you can't transfer that to other gardening projects. There have to be those ones which purely work socially and not able to earn money. But I think that's the reason why they're inviting us. They invite us as an example of a self-sufficient project still working socially, and so we're always sitting on stage. We all have to communicate that this is not. For some it might be, but this is not the future model at all. They like it because they don't have to pay money back to the city, for example, and stuff like that. Yeah, we didn't have anything at the beginning. We didn't have any money or any side, so it was the same. Like as I said before, just there to call the companies and ask them. So we got, I think, 60 cubic meters of this BU organic certified earth producing company for free. It's been this effect of, calling somebody, getting through to him, and then trying to describe what you do here. I mean, there is this effect of surprise where you want to do a garden in boxes with vegetables in the middle of the city. And they either think you're totally nuts, or they think interesting idea, maybe we should have a look at it. And so this company became our main distributor of earth, and now we're supporting each other, and we bought a lot from them during the following year, and helped them as well with some presentation stuff. So this is, and he's nice, he's a member of Slow Food, he's got his own little farm outside Berlin, so he's got some understanding for these kind of things. But it's the same, like bread, bakery gave us the first boxes, the first 100 for free, donated them, which was a funny appointment because we went to this bakery, had a guided tour around the bakery, and then tried to explain them what we want to do. These meetings are kind of hilarious, but these kind of things or a gardener came over and brought us the first 2 wheelbarrows and 6 shovels, and we're really happy about that. But the main thing which has been donated here is knowledge of people who know about gardening, especially neighbours and older people.